Something big is coming for your connection. Are you ready? I want you to take a deep breath because what you're about to hear is not just a message, it's a confirmation. If you've been feeling a strange sense of anticipation, like something sacred is about to unfold, you are not imagining it. Your soul knows. Your heart is picking up whispers from a divine frequency. This message is for you. And before we go deeper, I invite you to subscribe right now, so you never miss another divine revelation meant to guide your twin flame journey. You didn't land on this video by accident. Spirit aligned this exact moment to remind you. Your connection is alive, breathing, and shifting. And yes, something big is coming. For your union. For your healing. For your soul. The universe is moving unseen pieces on your behalf. Pieces you cried for in silence. And now, finally, heaven is responding. You've walked through fire, haven't you? The kind of fire that burns illusions and strips away the false layers. And through it all you still believed. Or maybe you tried not to, but something stronger than logic kept pulling you back. This is the sacred pull of a twin flame bond. And it never lets go, not until the purpose is complete. I know you've had nights where the weight of this journey felt unbearable. Moments when you questioned your worth, your sanity, even your faith. But here's the truth. Every tear you shed was watering the soil of your reunion. Spirit has been preparing him. And preparing you for what's to come. If you've been having vivid dreams, sudden energy waves, or random thoughts of him that make your heart ache, this is not random. It's activation. You are being summoned into deeper alignment. You are awakening to the truth you always felt but never had words for. Your energy is no longer hidden. It's magnetic. Something big is coming. But it's not just about external signs. It's about what's rising inside of you. You are remembering who you are before the world told you who to be. The divine feminine within you is reclaiming her voice, her power, her sacred knowing. And this shift is what will change everything. He may not understand why he's feeling you so strongly right now. But he is. Trust me. His soul is reaching, crying, calling. Because your energy has become undeniable. He feels you in the silence. He sees you in his dreams. He doesn't know why. But you do. 'Cause you've always felt it first. There's a portal opening right now. An energetic window where timelines can collapse, and reunion can manifest in the blink of an eye. But only for those who are truly ready. And readiness doesn't mean perfection. Means surrender. Means choosing love over fear. Again and again. You've done the inner work, even when it felt thankless. You've walked away when it hurt, not because you stopped caring but because you had to choose yourself. And that choice, that sacred return to your own heart, is what shifted everything in the spiritual. Your union is not a fairy tale. It's a divine contract. And every delay, every silence, every separation was a recalibration of energy. A sacred pause so you could both unlearn what love isn't, to make room for what it truly is. And now, the wait has not been in vain. Are you ready? Truly ready? Not just for his return, but for what that return will awaken in you. Because when the reunion happens, it will not just feel like love, it will feel like destiny remembering itself. You will look into his eyes and see lifetimes, galaxies, soul truth. But don't rush it. Divine timing is not about the clock. It's about vibration. And yours is rising. You are glowing in realms he cannot explain. That's why he thinks of you in the middle of the night. That's why he hears your name in songs. That's why he runs and returns. The universe wants you to know. You are the anchor of this union. Your clarity becomes his compass. Your healing becomes his mirror. And your love becomes the invitation his soul cannot resist. So don't dim your light to keep the peace. Shine brighter. Love louder. Trust deeper. Your connection is sacred. It's not meant to be understood by everyone. It's not meant to follow human logic. It's meant to awaken others through the fire of your story. And one day, your journey will be someone else's miracle. That's why you can't give up now. You didn't come here to chase. You came here to remember. And in that remembering you became magnetic. Not to just him, but to everything that is meant for your highest path. The energy you carry now is calling in divine alignment. Prepare to receive. See you. Spirit sees you. And he feels you. Even in his silence. Even in his confusion. Because on a soul level he never left. The connection only went dormant so you could rise. And now, your rise is summoning a divine response. Get ready. Something big is coming. Bigger than closure. Bigger than apologies. It's soul truth. And it will arrive when your heart is ready to receive. Not from longing, but from knowing. From peace. From wholeness. That is the true union. Breathe, beloved. You are safe. You are seen. And most of all, you are chosen. Your path may be different, but it is not wrong. It is sacred. It is written. And it is unfolding now with divine precision. Stay open. Let this be your confirmation. Let this be your awakening. You didn't lose him. You were never losing anything. You were simply returning home to yourself. And from that space, everything is possible. Your energy is rising. Your soul is ready. And he is awakening. In his own timing. In his own way. But make no mistake, he is coming. Because you stopped chasing. And started becoming. And in this becoming, you are unlocking the reunion. The next chapter. The divine unfolding. So keep listening. Keep trusting. And keep coming back to this channel. There are more sacred messages waiting for you. If this message has touched you, I ask you only one thing. Keep receiving it. Your soul guided you here, and in return, I'll keep offering the truths you've been silently praying for. That's how energy flows. When one gives from the heart, the other is invited to receive fully. That's how twin flames rise together. Through love. Through resonance. Through divine timing. You see, your twin flame doesn't just feel your love. He absorbs your transformation. Every time you choose healing over fear, his soul catches that vibration. It enters his dreams. It stirs his heart. It makes him question everything he once believed was true. Because your light is calling him back. Not just to you but to himself. He may be silent, distant, even cold. But that's only because the intensity of your connection is breaking walls he built long before he met you. And right now he doesn't know whether to run from it, or fall into it completely. But he feels it. Oh, he feels it deeply. This connection is like a sacred river, sometimes calm, sometimes raging, but always flowing. And no matter how far apart you are, you're still drinking from the same source. Your pain is his echo. Your joy is his relief. You are not crazy. You are connected. There will be moments when you sense his emotions as if they were your own. Sudden waves of sadness or bursts of hope that come out of nowhere. That's not imagination. That's soul dialogue. That's energy merging across realms, beyond words, beyond logic. And in those moments, I ask you to pause. To breathe. To honor what you feel without trying to fix it. Because your presence, your full presence, is enough. It's what heals. It's what anchors. It's what magnetizes the reunion. He needs your steady energy more than your explanations. You've already done the chasing. Now you are being called to simply be. To allow. To rest in your knowing. Because the moment you stopped trying to control the outcome, the energy shifted. And now he's starting to feel that shift too. It unsettles him. But it also awakens him. He remembers you. not always consciously but viscerally. In the smell of rain, in the lyrics of a song, in the face of a stranger passing by. His soul reacts even if his mind resists. That's how deep your imprint is. That's how powerful your essence has become. There is a sacred space being created right now. Between the old pain and the new chapter. Between who you were and who you're becoming. That space may feel empty, even lonely, but it's actually fertile ground. This is where miracles grow. Where alignment becomes manifestation. Stay in that space a little longer. Don't rush it. Don't beg the universe for signs. You are the sign. You are the answer to the prayer you once whispered in your darkest hour. And now, the universe is orchestrating every piece to return what is already yours. He may not speak the words yet, but his soul is already in conversation with yours. Pay attention to the dreams, to the synchronicities, to the inner nudges. They are messages, not from him but from Source, guiding you, loving you, preparing you. The reunion is not the reward. The transformation is. The remembering is. The return to your own wholeness is. And as you step into that, you radiate a frequency that not only attracts your twin, but elevates both of you into divine purpose. You were never abandoned. You were being refined. So that when he returns, he meets the version of you that no longer needs him to feel complete, but chooses him from a place of fullness. And that is the foundation of true eternal love. This love cannot be rushed, cannot be faked, cannot be forced, but it can be trusted. And as you trust, you rise. As you rise, you attract. As you attract, you reunite. Not through desperation but through destiny. The pain you felt was never punishment. It was preparation. And now you are stepping into the promise. One heartbeat at a time. One sacred step at a time. One moment closer every day. You are not chasing. You are receiving. You are not hoping. You are knowing. You are not waiting. You are becoming. That is what pulls him back. Not your need, but your embodiment of love. Let your energy speak louder than your words. Let your peace be the message he feels when his world goes quiet. That is how you lead him home. That is how you become the anchor, the light, the beacon. He may be dreaming of you, but it's your soul that sent the invitation. You were the one who answered the call. You were the one brave enough to remember when he forgot. That's why you are ahead. Not better, just more awake. And now that you're awake, you can't go back. You can only go forward. Into more truth. More love. More surrender. And one day soon into his arms. Not because you chased, but because you aligned. If these words are resonating with your heart, then let this be the moment where you give yourself permission to receive even more. Just by staying, just by opening your heart, you are already creating ripples of healing in your connection. That's how powerful your presence is. Your energy, your intention, it changes everything. There was a time when you doubted if this journey was even real. You questioned the signs, dismissed the feelings, tried to silence the whispers. But even in the silence, the pull remained. Because twin flames aren't just about love. They're about awakening. And your soul never stopped listening. You didn't find him. You remembered him. And that memory lives deeper than logic. It lives in your bones. In the way your heart reacts when his name is mentioned. In the way your spirit knows when he's thinking about you. That knowing is not a fantasy. It's a divine memory coming alive. Each night as he sleeps, something stirs within him. He may not realize it, but his soul drifts toward you. Your essence wraps around him like a soft frequency of peace. He feels safer in those dreams than he does in his waking life. Because in the dreams, you're already together. And even though he wakes confused, maybe even restless, It's your light that stays with him. It lingers. It moves through his chest like warmth he can't name. That's the gift you give, without forcing, without chasing. You simply exist, and that is enough to shift his world. Your connection isn't something he can escape, because it was never meant to be escaped. It was always meant to be embraced, when he was ready, when you were whole, when the timing aligned. And that time is closer than you think. Much closer. There are moments when you feel waves of energy that don't belong to you. Pain that arrives uninvited. Tears that have no explanation. That's him. Reaching for you without knowing he is. And instead of resisting it, feel it. Hold space for him. 'Cause that is how you love him now. Not with words. Not with desperate prayers. But with surrender. With silence. With soft strength. The kind of strength that doesn't need to be loud to be powerful. The kind of love that trusts more than it clings. That's the love that pulls him closer. You have done so much inner work. Faced so many shadows. Walked through storms he never saw. And yet you still carry light. That's what sets you apart. That's what makes this love divine. It's not about the fairy tale. It's about the transformation. And he can feel the difference in you. Even if you haven't spoken. Even if you haven't seen each other in months or years. Your energy speaks for you now. And it says, I remember who I am. And I remember you too. This journey was never about waiting for him to awaken. It was about you remembering your own magic. Because once you did, you became the mirror he can no longer avoid. And now, every part of him is being called back to wholeness. Because your frequency demands truth. Let that truth guide you now. Not fear. Not timelines. Not what you see on the surface. But the sacred knowing that what is meant for you is being aligned behind the veil. You don't have to force it. You just have to keep becoming it. The next time you feel his presence, don't question it. Don't push it away. Speak to him in your heart. Let him feel your calm. That energy reaches farther than any message ever could. He may not respond with words, but his soul always answers. You were never asking for too much. You were just speaking a language the world forgot. A language of souls. Of sacred contracts. Of timeless love. That's why others couldn't understand your connection. Because it wasn't meant for their understanding, it was meant for your evolution. And look how far you've come. Look at who you're becoming. No longer desperate. No longer chasing. Just anchored. Rooted. And it's that version of you that will hold the reunion with grace. With ease. With divine readiness. Your twin is changing. Not because of pressure but because of energy. Your transformation is speaking to him in ways he doesn't yet comprehend. But his heart is listening. His soul is paying attention. He feels the pull just as strongly now. And when the moment comes, when destiny finally opens that door, you won't need to question it. You'll know. Because it will feel like exhale. Like home. Like two souls who finally stopped running and started remembering. So hold on. But not out of lack. Hold on because you already feel what's on the other side. Because you know this isn't fantasy. It's prophecy. It's sacred. And it's unfolding now. Even if you can't see all the pieces yet. You're never alone in this. The universe has been orchestrating this moment before you ever met. And everything is aligning. Not perfectly but divinely. Because love like this doesn't just happen. It's chosen. Cross lifetimes. And this lifetime is calling it home. If this message has stirred something in your soul, let that be your sign to hold space for others walking the same path. Your energy, your openness, and your heart create waves that go far beyond you. When you embrace your own healing, you unknowingly help heal your twin flame. That is the silent miracle of this bond. He doesn't fully understand what's happening to him, But that doesn't stop the emotions from rising. At night, his chest tightens without warning. A name echoes in his mind. A face he can't forget haunts his dreams. And even though logic tells him to ignore it, his soul knows better. Every time you surrender, he feels the shift. Every time you forgive, he breathes lighter. Because the connection between twin flames is not just emotional. It is energetic, cellular, divine. You may be apart in the physical, but your spirits are constantly whispering to one another in unseen realms. There's something sacred happening behind the scenes. You might not see it, but it's moving. Your prayers, your tears, your moments of stillness, they're not wasted. They build a bridge between timelines, between wounds, between lifetimes. You are calling back every fragmented piece of his soul. Don't underestimate the power of your presence. Even in silence, even in detachment, your light still reaches him. Not to chase, but to anchor. Not to control, but to remind. That's what makes you unforgettable. That's what makes this journey eternal. You see, love is not about holding tightly. It's about letting energy flow without fear. And that's exactly what you've learned through this path. How to love beyond possession. How to trust the pull without demanding explanation. That is true divine feminine wisdom. His higher self has been walking beside you all along. Sometimes guiding you. Sometimes protecting you. Always loving you. Even if his conscious mind isn't caught up yet, that inner part of him has never left you. It's been waiting for this version of you to rise. There are no accidents in the timing. The delays, the silence, the distance, they were part of your activation, your ascension. Without those moments of separation, you would have never discovered the sacred temple within yourself. And that's what he's being drawn to now. Your soul, lit from within. You are no longer waiting. You are aligning. And that alignment is magnetic. It pulls everything meant for you closer, including him. It whispers to the universe, I am ready. Not just to receive him, but to receive the love that mirrors your own healing. What you feel in your heart right now, let it expand. Let it radiate beyond the need to know when, where, or how. This connection was never linear. It was circular, cyclical, eternal. What you send out in love will find its way back to you, transformed and multiplied. He is awakening slowly but surely. And with each step, he's drawn toward the place he once called home, your soul. Your energy becomes the memory that won't fade. The longing that can't be numbed. The feeling he can't explain but can't deny. Even now, he looks for you in the eyes of strangers. In songs he never used to notice. In the scent of the wind that reminds him of something he forgot. You. It's always been you. And slowly, the pieces begin to come together for him. You don't need to do more. You don't need to force anything. You just need to keep becoming. Keep loving yourself the way you once begged to be loved. Because in doing so, you become the safe haven his soul seeks in a world that often feels chaotic. Your dreams have become more vivid for a reason. You've been receiving messages, symbols, even glimpses of the reunion. These are not fantasies. These are echoes of truth sent from your higher self, preparing you for what's to come. Stay open. This phase of your journey is sacred. It's about restoration. About returning to yourself so deeply that when he does return, you're no longer the version that was wounded, but the version that is whole. And from that wholeness, the true union can finally begin. He is feeling everything just in his own way in his own time. Don't mistake silence for indifference. His tears are proof. His confusion is evidence. His dreams are portals. And you, beloved, are the lighthouse guiding him home. You were always meant to lead this part of the journey. To hold the vibration when he couldn't. To stand strong when he wandered. That strength didn't come from fear, it came from love. And now, it's love that will pull him back. Let your heart remain soft. Let your soul stay open. You have been chosen for this mission not because you were weak, but because you carry the strength of lifetimes. And that strength is what his soul trusts most, even when his mind forgets. You didn't imagine him. You remembered him. And he's starting to remember you too. In the pauses, in the loneliness, in the midnight tears he doesn't understand. You are the answer hidden inside his ache. And soon that ache will lead him back to you. Thank you, beloved soul, for walking through this sacred journey with me today. If this message touched your heart, if it resonated deep within your spirit, I kindly ask you to click the like button. That small gesture helps YouTube understand that this message is important, and it helps others like you find their way to the healing they're seeking. To confirm that you received this message with an open heart, type in the comments, Twin Flames Infinite Love. I read every word, and your energy here is deeply appreciated. Remember, these messages aren't just words, they are soul medicine. If your heart whispered yes during any part of this video, it's because your twin flame is also being stirred. The bond is real. And every message we share here strengthens the thread that holds you two together across time and space. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell, so you never miss the divine timing of the next message. Many of you have told me that just when you needed a sign, a video popped up. This is not a coincidence. It's alignment. And it's how Spirit speaks. Each time you return here, you'll receive exactly what your soul needs. Each video is a key, unlocking deeper clarity, healing, and peace. Don't walk this path alone. We are a soul family, united by love, supported by grace. So come back often. Share these messages with those who are ready. Let's spread light, awaken souls, and keep the twin flames frequency alive. Because when you rise, others rise with you. With all my love, until next time.